Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eileen, and for today we're actually doing a full face of makeup using drugstore makeup that's actually under $15. So everything I use in this video is actually under $15, and all of that is on my face right now. So if you guys want to see amazing drugstore products that's worth your money, then just keep watching. Alright guys, you know the drill. So my eyebrows and skincare is already done. So of course, just in case you guys want to know, the eyebrow pencil that I like to use is e.l.f.'s eyebrow pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. It's this one right over here. And then I like to go in with e.l.f.'s Brow Lift Eyebrow Gel. This is what it looks like. It's a clear brow gel. And this one really holds up your eyebrows. So the first step in the makeup process is obviously a really good primer. Now you could use whatever primer that you want, but from the drugstore, I've been really loving this e.l.f.'s Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. Now if you want a gripping primer, I would go with e.l.f.'s Power Grip Primer with 4% niacinamide. That one's really good. But if you want a pore primer, I would go with this one right over here, and that's exactly what we're gonna start off with. So I'm gonna go in with the Poreless Putty Primer and apply that in the center of my face. So now we're gonna let this sit for like 30 seconds, and then we're gonna go in with another primer. And this one sets your makeup and makes your makeup stay on all day long. So I like to go in with e.l.f.'s Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. This is really hydrating, so I love to use this on a daily basis. It does not dry out my skin, and I have really dry skin. So all you dry skin girlies out there, if you need a drugstore or just in general, just a really good hydrating mist, I would go with this one right over here. I love this thing. I'm gonna go in and spray this all over my face. So I'm just gonna get the hair out of my face so we can really do the makeup. So now that we got the primer on our face, 2 primers, which I promise you is gonna make a world of a difference. Once you use it together, your makeup is gonna last all day long and your pores aren't gonna show that much. And I actually put this all over my face. As you guys can tell in my other videos, if you haven't, go check it out. You'll notice how much I use this product. And you guys will see how much I love it. So we're gonna go in and apply e.l.f. Halo Glow on our face and give our face a glowy look, which is the kind of look I always love. And you could use as little and as much as you want of this product. It has a really thin base. That's what I love about this product, so you could layer it on. I'm actually gonna apply NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum. This is another one of my favorite concealers from the drugstore, and I love it because it has a serum consistency, hence the name, and it applies beautifully on the face, and it stays put. So I like to usually apply this with a brush, just like that. And I just put that wherever I need concealing or highlighting. So now we're gonna go in and blend this all over our face using, of course, e.l.f.'s Beauty Sponge. This is my favorite drugstore sponge. If you haven't tried this sponge out, I love how it has this flat end and it also has a pointy end. So if you're going really close to your eyes and trying to snatch it out, you definitely can, or just blend your face all over with this. Gorgeous product. I'm gonna go in and blend this all out now. I'm just gonna take a little bit more concealer and apply that to the center of my face, just because today I feel like my face is a bit more red than usual, and I need a little bit more coverage right in the center of my face, just to kind of calm down the redness. So as you can tell, this concealer does a really good job at concealing, but does it make your face look cakey? And if you have really dry skin, you'll know the struggle of finding products that don't look cakey on your face. But even if you have oily skin, this will look beautiful on you, just because I find that this concealer is so skin-like and so blendable. So I feel like this will work with every skin type, no matter if you're dry or oily. All right, now that we got that all blended in, I'm just gonna put a little bit on my eyelids just so we could have a clean base for our eyeshadow. We're gonna go in and bronze our face. So the bronzer that I really like from the drugstore is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It's this one right over here. And I love this bronzer, not only because it's such a beautiful shade and has a slight shimmer to it, it has the most buttery formula to it. Like, I mean butter. When you apply this, it just melts into your skin and applies so beautifully. Like, you don't even have to work with this product. It just does the work for you. So I'm gonna take some of this bronzer and apply that all over our face. I'm just gonna tap it and go right on in. Next, I'm going in with Milani's Big Blush in the shade Luminoso. Don't mind that it's dirty. I just love this thing and have used it for so long. This blush right over here is one of those blushes where if you were blindfolded, you would have no idea that this is a drugstore blush. This is such a beautiful blush, and if you've never tried this blush, do yourself a favor and go try this blush out because you won't regret it. Once you put this on your face, you won't need a highlighter because it has a shimmery finish to it, even though there's no glitter in this, and it has the most beautiful finish. So now I'm just gonna go in and apply that all over my face with the same brush that we used from before. I'm just gonna tap that and go right on in. I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite banana powders, and that is Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. This powder is amazing because it brightens and sets your makeup. It's a 2-in-1 essentially. So I'm first gonna go in and blend out my creases from underneath my eyes, and then I'm gonna go in and set my makeup with this. Do you guys see the difference? Look how gorgeous this sets your makeup. It doesn't make it look too matte, but of course if you go in with more powder, it's gonna brighten up your skin even more, but I feel like it's good enough. So I'm gonna go in and do this side of my face. So as you can tell, this sets the makeup beautifully and just makes your face look so smooth. Yeah, I really love this powder. So now that we got the base on, we're gonna go in and do our eyeshadow look. So one of my favorite palettes from the drugstore are e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadow palettes. These ones are amazing. I actually have different versions of these. This one is in the shade Rosewater, and I have different ones. Let me show you. I have the one in Pumpkin Pie. It's this one right over here as well. Cream and Sugar. This one right over here. So as you can tell, I love these things. They're really, really pigmented and great quality. So you could tell how much I love these eyeshadows. So today we're gonna go in with the one that's called Rosewater. And we're actually gonna take the shade right over here and apply that to our crease. And I love the way these eyeshadows blend. I feel like the theme of this makeup look today is butter because everything blends like butter today. And that's why I really like these makeup products. So I'm just gonna take some of that and apply that under my eyes. And then we're gonna go in and actually use this really pretty, like, it's kind of like a pinky plummy shade. So I'm just gonna take that and apply that on my lids. And I'm gonna use this with my finger. Like, look at that gorgeous color. I'm gonna take that and put that all over my lids. And I like to use my finger because it gives the most pigment. Like, do you see that? Like, this just reminds me of like a berry smoothie. It looks yummy. Look how effortless that was. Wow. Now we're gonna take a little bit more of that first shade we used and apply that in the outer corners to bring the look together. So I'm actually gonna take that same shade, the shimmery shade we used on our eyelids, and apply that under our lash line. So now we're gonna take this shimmery shade in the palette and apply that in our inner corners. You could of course wet your brush if you want a more like intense look, but I feel like these eyeshadows are intense enough where you don't need to. And I'm kind of bringing it into my inner crease just so those shades like mesh together and look cohesive. So now I'm gonna take this shade right over here and use that to create a winged eyeliner. And we're gonna do the smallest wing ever. So because I used that brush, it was a bit thick on the end. So I'm just taking very little concealer and just snatching the end of this. Like, how pretty is that shimmer shade with the eyeliner? Okay, so now we're actually gonna go in and tightline. You could use the same eyeshadow we just did if you have watery eyes, but I'm actually gonna go in with Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil. It's in the shade Black, but it's actually called Black Fever. So I'm gonna go in and tightline. So I like this eyeliner because it's really, really creamy and it doesn't scratch your eyes like some other eye pencils do. Now that I tightlined my eyes, if you want a good liquid liner that's not gonna break the bank, I would go in with e.l.f.'s H2O Proof Eyeliner Pen. This one's great because it has a really fine tip, so you could go in and make a really nice winged eyeliner with this, and it doesn't smear. Once it's on, it doesn't move around. So if you need a good drugstore eyeliner pen, try this one out. I really like the tip. So I'm just gonna go in actually and apply that to the edge of my eyeliner. I just put a little bit at the edge of my eyeliner just to make it look sharp, but honestly, I'm good with it looking just like this. So I did that so you guys can see how smooth this goes on. So now that we got our eyeshadow on, I'm just gonna take L'Oreal Telescopic in the shade Carbon Black. I love this mascara just because once you apply it, your eyelashes are gonna stay curled the entire time. They're not gonna drop. This doesn't fade, this doesn't smudge. It doesn't fall underneath your eyes and crumble. So that's why I love this mascara. I've been using this since I was in high school and it's my tried and true mascara. So if you're really on a hunt for a really good black mascara, go with this one right over here. This is how the wand looks like. It's like a comb. It's different than the other mascaras, but I promise you it's a really good one. So before I go in with this mascara, I'm gonna go in and curl my eyelashes. Okay, that looks great. I'm gonna tightline my waterline as well. We're actually gonna go in and do our lips. I'm gonna go in and apply Milani's lip liner. It's the color statement one in the shade All Natural. It's the number 4 one. This is my favorite lip liner, just in general. Doesn't matter drugstore or high end. This is one of my favorites. So I'm just gonna take that and overline my lips. I love this lip liner because it matches my lip color better than most lip liners do, and it stays put for a pretty long time. Like I could drink coffee or drink water and it's still on my lips with just lip liner. So I love this lip liner and I already have a backup of this in my drawer. So love this one. Now that we got the lip liner on, we're gonna go in with Milani's lipstick in the shade 410 Pleasure. It's this one right over here. Put it on. This lipstick is so creamy, but it has a matte finish. I mean, it's not transfer proof, like look. it goes on, but it has lasting power. Like you could see I just applied it on my lips right now, but I just kissed my hand, but you could still see the color. So it's not one of those where you apply it and then the next second it's gone. No, the color actually lingers on. So this lipstick is a very comfortable matte lipstick. So if you're on a hunt, they have different colors, and I find this shade to look really nice for the fall time and pair up with many different lip looks. I'm sure you know about this lip gloss by now, but it's Maybelline's Lifter Lip Gloss, and it's in the shade Moon. And this has hyaluronic acid in there, so it's really gonna hydrate your lips and make them look more plump than they actually are. And the feeling of this texture is like no other. And when I say that, if you've applied this on your lips, you know what I mean. It goes on so smooth, and you could feel that there's hyaluronic acid in there. I never thought I would say that, but you could actually feel it on your lips. So it feels amazing, and the color is gorgeous. So look at this color. It's really pretty. So I'm just gonna apply that on my lips now. Look at that. So with this line, they have many shades. So if you don't like this shade, they have tons to choose from. So I'm sure you'll find the shade that you like. All right, guys, so this is the final look. All these makeup products are under $15, and all of them are from the drugstore. So if you're on a hunt for really good drugstore makeup, definitely try these ones out. I personally love them and stand by them. So if you like this makeup look, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.